Hello everyone. In this video, let us learn about how to write electronic configuration of the elements from the atomic number 21 to 30. Okay, so first of all, we have to know how to write the electronic configuration in the increasing order of their orbitals. So let us write it. So that is what? 1s, okay, 1s, then 2s, 2p, okay, 2s, 2p, then comes 3s, okay, 2s, 2p, then comes 3s, 3p, okay. Then what we think here, it will have 4s, 4p, but now thing will change little bit. So 4s, 4p, let us write 4s, 4p, but let us keep some space in between this. Okay, here it will come 3d. So 1s, okay, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 4p, let us keep a gap here where 3d will come here first, okay, before 4p. So 4s, 3d, 4p. Now same wise, 5s, 5p, let us bring another one less than 1 4d, that means 5 4 here, okay, 4d, okay. Then we'll go with 6s, in the same way 6p, let us give gap here. So here it will come as 5d, another more orbital, one more orbital, that is 4f, then comes 7s, okay. So 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 4p. When we start from the 4s, there will be just keep a gap where there will be filled with 3d orbital, 5s, 5p in between 4d, 6s, 6p in between them, 4f, 5d orbital will be present, and 7s. Now we know that s orbital fully filled has how many electrons? 2 electrons. P orbital fully filled has how much electrons? How many electrons? 6 electrons. D orbital fully filled, it has 10 electrons. F orbital fully filled, it has maximum electrons. Fully filled means the maximum electrons it can attain, 14 electrons. Now when we write any, what are these? S, P, D and F are what? Orbitals. Orbital means the area where electrons, the possibility of finding electrons is called the orbital. So when we fill up the electrons, we have to follow the above principle, above rules, okay. That means the electron should be filled from the lower energy. So this is what this is. As we go from here to here, energy increases, okay, energy increases as we go from here to this, towards this, okay, energy increases. Now when we fill the electrons, we will fill the lower energy one first. Once the lower energy is filled, then we will go to the next higher energy, then again next higher energy. In this way, this is the increasing order of their energy. These orbitals are in the increasing order of their energy. So according to above, the lower orbital having lower energy should be filled first, then after filling the lower one, then we will go to the higher one. In this way we will fulfill the lower, then we will go to the higher one, okay. Now thing is that we will learn how to write the electronic configuration, that means having atomic number of those elements from 1 to 30. So let us fill the electrons up to 20 first, okay. So 1s, 2 electrons, 2s, s orbital can have how many electrons? At maximum 2 electrons, okay, filled, then we'll go to the next higher orbital, 2p, p at maximum can have how many electrons? 6 electrons, okay. After completing this only, we will go to the higher one. So 6 plus 4 is 10, okay. Then we'll go to 3s, 3s 2, okay, how many electrons? 10, 12, okay. Then 3p 6, okay. Then we'll go to up to here, how many electrons? 18 electrons. Up to here 18 electrons, right? Okay, 18 electrons. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 10 electrons, 3s2, 3p6, 18 electrons. Now comes 4s2. Up to here, how much electrons? Up to here, then up to here it is, let us cancel this, up to here it is 20 electrons. Now up to 4s2 it is 20 electrons. Then comes D. So 3D, D, the 21 atomic number of that element is scandium. So scandium is the first element starting with D. Scandium is the first element that has D electrons, so D1. Okay, so this is up to here, up to 4s, how many electrons? Up to 4s 2, it is 20 electrons. Then scandium has 21 first element, so D1. Then comes titanium. Titanium is 22 second D elements, that is the outermost orbital will be scandium, titanium, it will be 4s2 up to here 20. Titanium is 22, so 3D 20, 21, 22. Then comes what? Vanadium is 23. Up to here we know that up to here it is how much? 20. Up to here it is 20. We are writing the outermost only 20. So 3D 3. Chromium. Chromium in this case we will always keep as 4s1 and 3D 5. Instead of writing 4s2, 3D 4, we have to write 4s1, 3D 5 because of the stable configuration of the half filled D orbital. Okay, stable configuration of 3D orbital. Now come Mn, manganese. Manganese has how many? 25. Up to here we know that this is 20. 4s2 up to here we know 20. We have not written the rest, we have just written the outermost up to here 20, 25, so 3D 5. Next, iron, how much it is? Up to here 4s2 it is 20, then 6 means 26, 3D 6, 25 D5, 23 D3, 22 D2, 21. Okay, 21 we have not written for scandium, that is 4s2, 20 up to here 20, 3D 1. Okay, then what comes? Okay, after iron it is cobalt. Cobalt has up to here 4s2 20, so 27 means 3D7. Okay, 27 D7, 26 D6, 25 D5. So in this way, according to that atomic number 25, how many D electrons? D5. 23, how many D electrons? 3. Titanium 22, how many D electrons? 2. So in this way, nickel is how much? 28, so D8, so 3D8. Why? Because up to here already 20 electrons, up to here it is 20 electrons, so the remaining will go to the D electrons, so 28. Then comes copper. Okay, 28 copper, 4s1, 3D 10. Instead of writing here 9 and 2, I have written here 10, 4s1. I have just transferred this 1 electrons here and made as 3D10 because this is the stable full fill configuration. In order to attain D, the fully filled configuration, 1 electron has transferred here and it became, before it was D9, it became now D10 because of only what? To fulfill the stable configuration. So copper and chromium are exceptional. Okay, so they have D5 and D10, 4s1, 4s1. Then comes what? Zinc. Up to here we know that 4s2 is 20, then 20 plus how much? That means 3D 10, 30. Okay, so remember that from 1s to 4s2 the total electrons is 20. Then we will start with 21. 21 is the first element, that is scandium is the first element with first D electron, with the 1 D electron. Scandium 21, 1, 21, 1. So how many D electrons? 1. Okay. Titanium 22, 2. How many D electrons? 2. Okay, 20. Okay, so scandium 21, 1 D electrons. Scandium 22 atomic number, 2 D electrons. Vanadium 23, 3 D electrons. Okay, as this is exceptional, so we'll start with manganese 25, 5 D electrons. Iron 26, 6d electrons. Okay, 6d electrons. 27 cobalt, 7d electrons. 28 nickel, 28, so 8d electrons. Then zinc is 30, so 10d electrons, 30, 10d electrons. So copper and chromium are exceptional, and we have to know that 4s1 3d10, one is half filled by making 4s1, and this is fully filled by making 3d10 and 4s1. Okay, so this is how to write the electronic configuration of the elements having atomic number starting from the atom number 21 to 30.